So these are my day 2 predictions for the PDC 27 darts. So yes, let's straight into it. Start off then with Michael Smith versus New Humphreys. Obviously it's the battle of the winners from the first game. Michael Smith winning a scrappy 5-3 game against Nathan Aspinall. But that should do Michael Smith a lot of confidence with the downhill form he's been on, while Hugh Humphreys picked up a comfortable win over Ice Spellman. I'm on door for Hugh Humphreys to get back-to-back wins and win 5-2 against Michael Smith. I do think Nathan Aspinall will bounce back from that Michael Smith defeat with a 5-1 win over Ice Spellman. Onto the Group B games then, Martin Newman versus Jürgen Varderveld. I think Martin Newman will bounce back with a 5-2 win against Jürgen Varderveld. Damon Heta versus Chris Dorby. It was a good win for Damon Heta, especially when he's not turned up in TV tournaments, has he, Damon Heta? But got the win against Martin Newman. Takes on Chris Dorby, but I do think Chris Dorby does get the win here and win 5-3 over Damon Heta. Now, Newt Woodhouse against the controversial winner in the Essex Toil. Essex Toil, who defeated Stephen Bunting. What a win for the man. And you know what? He shouldn't be criticised, in my opinion. He's just there to play a dart at the end of the day. In terms of controversial, he's controversial because he takes his time to get to the hockey. Takes his time to throw his darts. He's not a slow thrower, by the way. He's not a slow thrower, but he just takes his time to release the darts. Release the first dart, which does annoy a lot of people and made everyone fall asleep, made me fall asleep. I actually did fall asleep. I actually did fall asleep, and I walked up this morning to see Stephen Bunting got beat. That's how I fell asleep. That's no disrespect to Toil, but it's not tactics, it's just the way he plays at the end of the day. And for me, Stephen Bunting should have won regardless. Stephen Bunting should be winning that game regardless. Stephen Bunting, for me, should be a bit embarrassed to be using that game, in my opinion. And then he's going to cause problems for Woodhouse as well. He is going to cause problems for Woodhouse with the way the dame's on the door, the speed of the dame. But I do think Woodhouse will win 5-4. I think Stephen Bunting does respond against Martin Schindler because that'll be more quicker. That dame should suit Bunting. Don't offer a 5-2 win for Stephen Bunting. Ricky Evans versus Stephen Belmont. Two of the winners from that group that featured Darren Price and James Wade. Fair play to both players. I'm happy for Ricky Evans as well, with what he's been through as well. That's a massive win for probably his career as well, to beat Darren Price. Stephen Belmont just stood in, didn't he? He stood in there against James Wade. And I do think James Wade did throw that game away though, then Stephen Belmont. I still expected Wade to still win that game. Whilst Price and Evans was on the equal playing field. I am on door for Ricky Evans to win 5-3, then Stephen Belmont. Will be a very close game, but I'm on door for Ricky Evans to win. Darren Price versus James Wade is actually going to be the decider. The loser is eliminated pretty much from the tournament, while the winner stays on between Darren Price and James Wade. And I have the door for my start of the tournament predictions, which was James Wade to reach the semi-finals of the Grand Slam, which was my start of the tournament prediction. I'm the door for James Wade to win a last year decider against Darren Price. I do think it will be a last year decider in that one. Connor Stott versus Hugh Yetter. Obviously both players picked enough wins in the first games. I do think he will cause Yetter problems, but I do think Yetter will win 5-2 against Connor Stott. I don't for Darryl Durney to get back to winning ways with a 5-1 win over Howard Setsiek. Fair play to Lisa Watson, by the way. Lisa Watson, who gave Tryon Van Veen real problems, taking Tryon Van Veen to a last year decider. Okay, a bit below off it, Tryon Van Veen, you have to say. But Issa Watson, dud in there. I think her finishing was better than her stalling, personally, if you ask me, on Issa Watson. But I do think Josh Watt would be far too much for Issa Watson for me. With the way Josh Watt's playing as well. Even though Josh Watt did use to wrestle Nyman in the last year decider, that's going to happen though, because 2 talented players. And I think Josh Watt will win 5-2 against Issa Watson. Wrestle Nyman against James Van Veen. Will wrestle Nyman. He has already got his revenge on Josh Watt from last year's group stage. Can he get his revenge on James Van Veen from last year's group stage? If he does, Wrestle Nyman will be done through to knockout stages. And but for me, I have to go for my start at time predictions, which was James Van Veen and Josh Watt to go through from the group. So I'm going to go for James Van Veen to win another last year decider here against Wrestle Nyman and win 5-4. Netto Sprinter versus Mike Van Duren. Netto Sprinter beating Darry Anderson, which isn't a shock to me. I know how good Netto Sprinter can be. And Darry Anderson, to be fair to Darry Anderson, I don't think he played that badly, did he? He didn't play that badly. Netto Sprinter played good. Played very good. And Netto Sprinter, this is obviously the group of death. Netto Sprinter, Mike Van Duren, Darry Anderson, both Reeves. Mike Van Duren winning the last year decider against Bolt Reeves. Bolt Reeves played absolutely sensational against Mike Van Duren. She averaged over 100 Bolt Reeves as well. She's so special. That just sums it up, doesn't it? She is special as well. Competing with Van Duren, the world number 3 in the world as well. But as for this game, I am going to go for Van Duren to win 5-3 against Netto Sprinter. I've been in beat your stem, but I think Van Duren gets to win. And I think Bolt Reeves will take Darry Anderson to a last year decider. But I do think Darry Anderson will get the win 5-4 against Bolt Reeves. Eucas Fenn versus Johnny Caton. Eucas Fenn should have beaten Danny Noppert. Should have really beaten Danny Noppert in that game. Danny Noppert escaped with an upset. Escaped away from an upset. Eucas Fenn takes on Johnny Caton. I just feel Johnny Caton will still be far too much for Eucas Fenn to win 5-2. Johnny Caton, who did use the Cameron Crabtree, by the way, in the first game, which isn't a shock for me. If you watch Cameron Crabtree play for the whole this year, he is a capable player. Cameron Crabtree. Obviously, it was a shock that Caton didn't win because he was the favourite in that game. But yeah, I think Johnny Caton gets back to win Wales with 5-2 win here. And Danny Noppert versus Cameron Crabtree, what a game that's going to be. What a game between two of the winners. Cameron Crabtree will cause Danny Noppert massive problems. But I have to go for my start at tournament predictions, which was Caton and Noppert to go through from the group. And I'm going to go for Danny Noppert to win a last year decider against Cameron Crabtree 5-4. So then my day 2 predictions for the Transcend Darts. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. And I'll see you all for the day. I will see you all for the final group stage predictions, which will come tomorrow.